Happy New Year. We reached the bottom of the year, the end of the year, and it has been a great year for music so far.
Facts, big facts.
And everybody always wants to talk about the big name artists, the Kanyes, the Drakes, the Kendrick Lamars. But we here at Tuned In, we're going to do something different. We're going to talk about the most slept on or underrated artists or projects that have been dropped this year. So this is Tuned In's Most Slept On 2017. Alright, first off, I'd like to definitely draw attention to something that, I probably like to say I put them on to. I put the group on to.
Yeah, you did. I'm not going to lie. You definitely put me onto this. I feel like a lot of people don't even know this group at all.
And that group is 88 Glam.
Who is 88 Glam?
88 Glam is a Toronto-based group consisting of Derek Wise and 88 Camino. I believe they're signed to EXO, which is the Weeknd's label. And they released a project or a mixtape or whatever you want to call it, and they put it on. They're called 88 Glam.
It's a self-entitled tape.
And this thing, from start to finish, I think is amazing. Like,
shit is fire.
I have no problem. It was like it came out of nowhere, kind of, and it's like, who are these guys? And from the production value, the flows. I mean, the lyrics are decent, but really from the production standpoint, it's like a dark, eerie trap sound, and they can flow. Like, it's like these guys, for like being unknowns, they really can go in. Mm-hmm. And I like to, especially the song with Nav, and he produced that, called Bali. You may have heard that. I think that's the song they're really pushing and promoting. And what are some of y'all favorites?
Oh, my favorite right now isn't even Bali. I'm over that, but I was gonna say like Heisman. Heisman is like one of my tops, and definitely. I mean, Kyrie's been balling out ever since he left the Cavs, and I've been a huge Kyrie fan and like a huge LeBron hater, so. Off the strength of that, Kyrie is also one of my like top songs. But yeah, definitely a hard tape overall.
I think one of my favorite songs on the tape was the song 12, the opening track, and I felt like from that point, like I was hooked in. And I remember I was listening to the whole tape in my car. It just sounds amazing. Like the production is just.
It's a great like just riding in your car, like riding your whip. Yep. Just like you can bump that whole tape through.
Yep. It's like what 13? Yeah, 13 tracks. So it's not too long. 13. It's like it's perfect. That's like my number one. Like, I gotta say that.
One tape I want to talk about, because I'm a Future fan. Super Slimy. I feel like that tape did not get the recognition or did not get the hype that it deserved. The fact that you combined Future and Young Thug on the same exact tape without any Metro Boomin collaborations, without any Metro Boomin productions at all, it's just amazing to me. And the only feature that was on that tape that I thought was the best song was Paddock Water, was Offset. I thought he had a really. I mean, it wasn't a crazy verse, but I thought it was like a really good verse. I felt like it just really went well with the song. Also, the song Mink Flow by Mike Will Made It. That kind of threw me off because I wasn't really expecting Mike Will Made It to be on that album. But that was a really good hook. The bass was really put together very well. And then also, I mean, I gotta say, Feed Me Dope. Feed Me Dope.
Feed Me Dope.
Yeah.
It's just like that song was like my favorite song on the tape.
And it's just Future is just like he's just flowing, and you could tell he was just. I mean, I'm sure Future doesn't really like think about what he's writing, but he was just going right off the top, just flowed really well.
How you giving Future all the credit? Young Thug was definitely
Young Thug did his thing. Cruise Ship. Yeah, okay.
And okay. Really just try to shit on Southside like he ain't a fire producer, like because he's
good. He's good.
Metro has some of his best joints with Southside.
Offset, honestly, Offset's year. This has been like a great Offset year.
And he had a feature on there. He was on Paddock Water, like you said.
Offset's on every song this year. Like every song that's popping, like he's had his hand in.
And I used to think he was like the worst Migo, and now he's like.
I mean, he's typed the worst Migo, but we don't even got to dislike. But the Migos are nice, so him saying like he's the worst Migo isn't even that bad. It's really Quavo Takeoff Offset, but that's another day. Like I'm not even
gonna get to that another day.
That's another day.
I mean, yeah, given all the like trap collabs released, like the different things with Metro that he's released, like this kind of flew under the radar. And for like being Future and Young Thug, they're both Atlanta heavyweights. It was hot for like that 1 week where it was kind of like a surprise drop. It was a surprise drop. If I remember.
Yeah.
And then it was hot for like that one day, and then people just phased it out. Like I haven't heard on the radio, haven't heard like any type of play, and even in the club or anything.
Speaking of surprise drops, Travis Scott and Quavo recently just came out with that.
You definitely
need to talk about it. Comment. Let me know what you think about that tape when you hear it, because I mean, I've been hearing a lot of mixed things. I only went through it one time. It's cool, but like I just want to know other people's opinions. I gotta hear like what y'all think.
Should we review it?
Yeah, let us know if we should review, if it's worth the review as well. But that was definitely a surprise drop. Like nobody I surprised, like I had to tell them like, yo, that dropped. Everybody was like, what? That shit, because people have been really like looking forward to that Quavo Travis Scott, because when they come up together, it's like as you say, a 5-star song, which doesn't really mean much when you say it. But like they definitely have 5-star songs though. This is a shout out to my job, because these niggas definitely put it like they honestly. I don't know if it's the fact that they played it so much that I have to like it, but I definitely have to say Humble Beast by G Herbo. That shit is definitely like
I didn't even know he released a project this year. Like
exactly, this was another album, and like G Herbo has a real like core fan base. I feel like out of all the Chirac niggas, he's like one of like the only people left.
I just know him from that song Chirac. That's all I know. G Herbo from. He killed that verse.
I've been on G.
And like I'm Kobe.
Like I'm Kobe was a hard mixtape. Yeah, so this is, a hard album. So this is his second.
When was this released?
This was like September.
Oh, September. Okay.
So like this shit was like he got a collab with Uzi on it. He has this one song like called Man Now. He's flowing on that, in my opinion. You said like you was talking.
He ain't Chirac flowing on this.
I mean, he's not Chirac flowing, but he like it's like a different vibe. Like you can tell like G Herbo like grew up. What was his old name? I can't even remember that shit right now. But
oh yeah, he did change his name.
He used to be what was that shit?
Wikipedia that.
What was this shit? Oh yeah, Lil Herb.
Oh yeah, when he did Chirac, he was Lil Herb. Now he's G Herbo.
Yeah, now G Herbo. G Herbo grew up, made a whole shit called Humble Beast, and he got a couple hard like. Some people, like I said, people at my job put me on. They said like the whole mixtape. I'm gonna say like he definitely has a few bangers on it. Definitely on go.
All right, keeping with the trap sound. Ignorance. Let's go with the Smokepurpp. He's an affiliate. He's from Florida. He's affiliated with Lil Pump. Lil Pump is more.
Lil Pump's like best friend right there.
Yeah, Lil Pump. He probably put Lil Pump on.
No, fun fact, he did put Lil Pump on.
But then Lil Pump grew and became like more
That's
popular.
How it be. Like with Chief Keef. That's how it happened. Like Chicago, like with Reese and all them. Like they was rapping first, and then they put their Lil Bar on.
All the energy behind
it. They take off. Yeah.
I mean, everybody eating, no problem with that. But his tape, I feel like it was definitely. Like the Dead Star, that I think the beats were just out of this world on that. Like I just thought if you really like trap music, like pure like just bumping whip stuff, like Dead Star, I would definitely recommend that. He even had Chief Keef on there, the first track. Speaking of Chief Keef,
yeah.
I Don't Know You, yeah, that's a hard ass hook too. I don't know you know me, bitch. Like that shit goes hard. Wait, hold on. I don't know you, you know me. But yeah, Audi's a hot Little Pump on there too with another song OK, which is repetitive, but it's shit fire. Like it's just trap.
Hey,
it's trap.
Lil Pump and repetitive.
They go together.
Clearly go together, as we know by Gucci Gang. Gucci Gang. Dead ass like in the top 10 songs of this year.
And he had the trap song with Travis Scott that everybody just loves for some reason.
Like, yeah, I don't really fuck with that.
That's actually my favorite song on the album.
Really?
I love Fingers Blue.
Nah.
I'll be counting hundreds till my fingers blue.
Yeah, that song's okay.
Blue. I mean, I just think the tape. It's worth a listen. It's worth a listen.
All right, I might be a little bit unorthodox with this because a lot of people say no, this wasn't really slept on. But I'm gonna talk about the album War and Leisure. I'm talking about the Miguel album. I think War and Leisure is probably gonna be one of the most slept on projects, even though it did come out in December. And I know around this time, maybe next year, it probably will get overshadowed when it comes to the Grammy nominations. But I think it was I thought it was an amazing album, and I think it's not getting as much hype as I think it deserves. Like, yeah, the song Skywalker, the single, is a great hit with Travis Scott, and it's getting a lot of recognition. He performed it a few times already on a lot of late night shows and talk shows already. But like, there's a lot of other good songs, like Banana Clip. It's a very good song. Very good lyrics. The hook goes very well.
Anointed. That's my shit.
Anointed.
Yeah, I like Anointed. I fuck with
Anointed. My favorite song is Pineapple Skies. I love Pineapple Skies. I like the use of the bass guitar. It has that 70s 80s vibe to it. And I actually like the song. I'm not gonna lie. I like the song "Criminal," and it has Rick Ross on it. And
I was gonna say this. I didn't know which one. Like Rick Ross.
That's the first track.
Yeah, that was the first track, the opening track.
I thought he was on Pineapple Skies.
And I thought it had a very good.
Use Dice Pineapples.
Yeah, I was thinking Dice Pineapples. I was about to say, yo, Rick Ross. Rick Ross. You know Rick Ross been losing weight because all he do is talk about fruit. He been pears, pineapples.
Child pears.
Yeah, exactly.
Pears. And I thought Rick Ross flowed very well. And I was talking about this with Paul earlier because like we're referring to the song "Come Through and Chill," the J. Cole song, and we were saying like if Cole and Miguel ever make a joint tape together, they would win a Grammy.
That could be a Grammy.
That would be a Grammy winning
potential.
Because every time they collaborate together, it's always a really, really good song. They have that good chemistry. They flow off each other very, very,
Rock
very
Nation,
well.
Jay, you need to have another coming. Like, what is that shit? When Jay-Z had it was him and R. Kelly. They had that collab.
Best of Both Worlds.
Best of Both Worlds.
Yeah.
Best of Both Worlds 2, featuring J. Cole and Miguel. Boom.
Well, they kind of did have a Best of Both Worlds too when they had Unfinished Business. So this is technically Best of Worlds 3. But
you know what I'm saying? Like an unofficial. Like, you could come up with their own title, but for sure.
But they could do a joint thing.
But even that other song with Kali Uchis, the Colombian artist, the song Caramelo Duro, it was really cool. It was in Spanish and it just flowed really well. Like I don't know, it was just a very cohesive tape and it just flowed very well and it sounded very, very good. Like especially like if you're driving or you have like a long commute, and you listen to it from top to bottom, it'll just go through very well. So yeah, I'm gonna put War and Leisure up there.
Every time I see Kali Uchis, I think of like Kali Uchiha. Like I don't know. I guess that's like. Let me know if you ever see that. Like, and you like a Naruto fan. Do you ever just see that like that?
I don't know what he's talking about right
and
now.
I just be like Uchiha. Alright, I'm by myself. I'm gonna
You don't got no anime fans watching this right now. Do we?
If you're black and you say you don't fuck with anime, at this point, it's like everybody fuck.
I'm a grown ass man. That's all. I'm a grown ass man.
Hey,
He was watching no cartoons.
Chris Brown fucks with anime.
I mean, he could draw them shits though. So
that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying just Chris Brown, but I'm gonna say it's a wildly accepted thing like nowadays. I remember niggas used to get made fun of like type shit, but now like niggas are really on like, oh yeah, I fuck with that shit.
Keeping with the Canadian people, I know we talked about 88 Glam. There's this artist called Zendaya. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing it right, but she has a mixtape or EP called Odd One Out. And I first was introduced to her when I heard her single Fallin' on OVO Sound Radio right after a New Weekend song, and that shit was crazy. Like, that shit was just fire to me. And that's what really drew me to it was some random producer, but that really brought me in and drew me to the track and drew me to her as an artist. She's from Montreal, and she recently released the mixtape after releasing the Fallin' single, and that's just a nice project also that I just like to throw out there. Odd One Out, Zendaya, that's fire.
Alright, well, I mean, if we're going to be on a Canadian flow, I gotta have to put up Nav in there, the brown boy. The brown boy. So, Nav, he's also signed to EXO, right? Mm-hmm. And he had a tape with Metro Boomin, so,
Perfect timing, yeah.
Perfect timing. That whole tape is actually, it grew on me. I'm not gonna lie, when I first listened to it, I was just like, but then the more you like, the Metro Boomin beats definitely carry that song, and then, like, Nav, he's definitely had a really good year this year, so I would definitely like check that out. He has Uzi on it, he got Cardi, got Offset, 21 Savage, Gucci, like so many like crazy features that you would just be like, you would want to check out just based off the features itself, especially for niggas that went Belly. If you know who Belly, a lot of people sleep on Belly, but there's definitely a lot of production in there and a lot of talent on these tracks.
And it's Metro Boomin, and stay tuned for our Metro Boomin rankings.
And Nav is he's his own, like he used to produce before he started rapping, and he's definitely like not no hoe when it comes to rapping either. I mean producing.
A lot of people don't know he was a producer on Back to Back. A lot of people don't know that.
Yeah, yeah,
he did produce it. All right, I'm gonna go a little bit more left field. This isn't really hip hop, but this tape had a lot of hip hop features on it. Just a side note, I'm a huge electronic music fan, so I'm gonna throw this Calvin Harris album that came out this past summer, Funky Wave Bounces Volume 1.
Funky Wave what?
Funky Wave Bounces.
Funky Wave what?
Funky Wave Bounces Volume 1. Anyways, as I was saying, there was a lot of good songs that was on this album. For example, the song Slide had Frank Ocean, had Offset, and had Quavo. And that's how I knew Migos was winning. Because just like, when you're on a Calvin Harris song, and it's a song of the summer, or one of the songs of the summer, you know you're winning.
Wait, are you trying to say Calvin Harris is bigger than Migos?
He put them on. It helped him put them on. He makes more money.
He makes more money than them.
I don't get but he's not as popular. He's not as popular.
Yeah, he is. He made the song. He made the song "We Found Love." What? He made "We Found Love." This is what you came for last year. What?
I don't know.
What? Anyways.
You're not about to use this.
Let me just.
Right
I'm not disrespecting Migos. It's a compliment.
Like, that's
it's
how
a compliment.
you're winning.
You are winning.
Man,
when Calvin Harris puts you on it, anyways. when
they have a higher demographic now. The fact that
the crossover appeal, the fact that he introduced him to a new audience,
I can agree with
like
that.
you know you're winning. So the fact that Calvin Harris reached out to you and put you on his song, on his tape,
well, we don't know who reached out. We don't know who reached out. we
don't know. But anyways, so you have that song. You also have a song called "Rollin'" with the singer Khalid, and then you also have Future on it, and you have a Future verse on it. I'm just like, yo, this is ill. Like what's going on? And then also there's another song that he put with Kehlani and Lil Yachty, and I'm just like, yo, and I've been following Calvin Harris for the past few years now, and it's like with each tape he always likes to do something different, or he likes to add maybe one rapper on one of his albums, but this album had a lot more rappers on it. And then of course the song Feels, for the people who listen to pop radio or whatever, the song with Pharrell, Big Sean, and Katy Perry, that was a hit song. So for me, I felt like this tape was kind of slept on, because I feel like it could have got a little bit more recognition.
This is an album. This one no tape.
Okay, this album could have got a little bit more. I guess a little bit more recognition. The fact that he put a lot of these hip hop artists and he gave them a platform to reach out to the other audience.
Sounds like he's trying to take advantage of some black people. And, try to use our popularity to make himself, because hip hop is the most popular.
Yeah, it's hot right now.
It is.
So he's trying to appeal to some try to appeal to some a bigger demographic. Sounds like he's using them instead. I don't like it.
I mean, if everybody's benefiting. Then
don't listen to this. No, don't support this.
Anyways, go listen to that tape. That's all I gotta say.
I mean, Slide was hot. I give him that. Slide was hot.
Slide is hot. It's a great song.
Who's going there?
He's that 6'5" nigga. He's that 6'5" nigga.
6'5" Scottish nigga.
Or PMB Rock came out with this thing called Catch These Feelings.
Mm-hmm. Was it Vibes or Feelings?
Oh, it's
Catch These Vibes.
But they have a song called Feelings. They have a lot of hot songs, like Friends, Feelings. He had a lot of good features, like he got A Boogie, Roy Woods, Smokepurpp, Wiz, he has a lot of different good features and a lot of seems like hit songs, but for whatever reason the project, at least in the media, I would say when I was looking at other people reviewing, they did not really fuck with this project. So I would say this is definitely slept on, and don't listen to the review. These are a lot of even radio hits. If you see a lot of people put his song up on social media, especially Feelings, I would say that's the biggest song. It's not even a popular song on the if you look on Apple Music, it's not. It doesn't even have a star in Apple Music, which is crazy.
It should,
because it's just something I hear a lot. And yeah, I mean, Issues, Friends, Space, Lovin', these are I can easily name 5 songs off the tape. It's 18 tracks long.
This really was slept on, and it wasn't really promoted like that, because I kind of didn't.
I feel
even know
it came out of it's another one of those surprise drops. I don't know if it was I don't know if
it felt like that.
Yeah, it felt like a surprise drop for me. So if you didn't take a listen to that PMB Rock, if you're a fan of PMB Rock or just getting put onto him, it's a good. You get a good amount of PMB Rock, and then you have some other artists that you'll be familiar with.
TakeA, free TakeA, by the way, if you're not out by the time you release this. TakeA is pretty much he went viral for his song The Race, and it was crazy, it was interesting. The reason why I got attention is because he recorded the song supposedly while he was on the run from the police. He had warrants out for his arrest, and that's why it's called The Race, because he's fuck a case, fuck a beat. I was trying to beat the case, but I didn't beat the case, bitch. I did the race. So, and the song just from the beat, from from his lyrics, I guess it just went from how young he is. It just went viral, and this tape is called Santana World, or hashtag Santana World, and I feel like it really should have gotten more attention overall. I know everybody just loves the race, but they had other tracks on there that were nice. I love my chopper. Even though it's promoting, what it's promoting is not really promoting the best, but who cares? I mean, it's rap, man. It's rap, but. It's his experience, but I like that song.
He got a case, so he clearly doing it.
Yeah, he's true to himself. He's genuine, and it's a short tape. The songs are 1 minute, 2 minutes, and you can breeze by it. But I really like the rest of the project too. I feel like some of the other songs should get attention as well, not just The Race. So it's definitely worth listening as well.
But I also gotta go, we trap sound. Lil Baby too hard. Lil Baby.
I didn't even know who that was until the Quality Control tape, and I thought it was Young Thug at first.
My Dog. If you heard that song, My Dog, it's not Thug, it's Lil Baby. He's signed a QC. He's next up. He came out with the tape. That shit is too hard. Like, you gotta really go check that out. Freestyle.
Turn your speakers down. It's too hard. Don't blow out your speakers.
Freestyle, Vision Clear. He got some people you might not necessarily know. They're like local. He got Yachty, Moneybag Yo. But other than that, like, he, you know, for someone who was forced to rap because he was in the streets too much, he could rap his ass off.
He was forced to rap. They said, rap, split a quick 16. What?
That's a fact. He had. They told him, if you watch the interview, they was like, you know, just rap. Like, you got money, you could do something. Just rap, and like stay out of trouble. You can make some legal money. So, you know, it was a good push. And I'm gonna say, go check that out. Lil Baby, he's up next on QC, and you know QC, obviously, like, people want to talk shit about Migos, but they came for the front runners, brought Yachty in, they put so many people on QC, you know, got good producers, so.
Also wanted to talk about Charlie Heaton and Ant Beal. They released an EP. Charlie Heat, you may know him from Kanye West. That's how I know him, Kanye. He used to work with Kanye as a producer on a lot of songs. He had a Fax remix, or I think he may have produced the original Fax on Life of Pablo. And so he released an EP with Ant Beal, who's just an upcoming rapper. And they had a lot of nice songs on there. Like 10 Carats is my favorite song from there. The EP is called No Rain, No Flowers. And they actually sampled Natasha Bedingfield on one of the tracks.
Who are these people? I have no idea.
On the track Sunshine.
Can I get some background?
I mean, I just gave you background on Charlie Heat.
I know, but I'm saying, like, who was you saying they're throwing a lot of names at me, bro.
Charlie Heat, Ant Beal, No Rain, No Flowers EP. Listen. Consolidate that.
Yeah.
Give you the clip notes there.
Yeah. Definitely King Los. He just recently came out with something called the Goat Tape. The Goat Mixtape, and it's like, it's not an album, just like a couple songs. It's pretty short. Like, it's like, I
Is
think
he still signed to Bad Boy?
I think so. Yeah, I think it was like, I'm pretty sure he signed to Bad Boy. Yeah, no, it was like, but it's like, you know, 30-minute track with like 10 tracks or something like that. It's a pretty quick, like each song is like 2 minutes. But yeah, he like takes the instrumental of like the popular songs on some like No Ceilings shit, and he basically kills it.
Don't put that in the same breath, bro. No Ceilings is sacred, bro.
Okay, alright. It's not No Ceilings level. Maybe No Ceilings too, but like
maybe.
Yeah, like, well, probably No Ceilings too. But he goes on, like, he has Rockstar, Bank Account, Gucci Gang, all these like really hot instrumentals that we know, and then like completely like
puts his own spin on it.
Okay. And it's actually fire. I'm not gonna lie. He has like, you know, some he references like academics and Joe Budden in some of his songs. Like the first song, sing about like hit the intro. Mm-hmm. He has like this hard line. First 30 seconds, he's talking about like, I don't even want to quote it, like butcher it, but like, you know, he definitely makes like a academics and Joe Budden reference, which, you know, as we know,
they are competition, but I think Joe Budden left, so it's only good for us.
It's over now. It's over now. Like,
watch us, don't watch him.
DJ Whoo Kid is cool, but he's not going to be nearly as controversial.
Like, he's good on Shade 45. He already got a job. He don't need 2 more jobs. He needs 2 more jobs. Facts. He can't do this too. Yeah,
so, you know, I'm definitely going to say check it out. Like, Dreams and Nightmares. He definitely, like, all the instrumentals that you love, and if you're not even, like, I know King Los isn't a super popular rapper, but he's very talented. He definitely, like, murders all these beats. And he can flow on it. It's like, it doesn't sound, like, forced, as, like, a lot of these people try to do when they rip instrumentals off. So, yeah.
Keeping with the lyrical cats, you know, Joyner Lucas. I really want to talk about him. You know, he's been in the media lately because he had that I'm not racist. And the video really went viral. It had like, I think last time I checked it was at 11 million. It's probably more now. It's basically that like the white man, the white Trump supporter who's like, I guess somewhat racist or racist undertones, and he's talking to like a regular black male, and then they're like feeding each other off of their experiences, and with Joyner Lucas rapping from each of their perspectives. So it's kind of like what Eminem did with Untouchable, but just first and better, in my opinion. And but he actually released a project this year called, basically his phone number, 508-507-2209. And I don't even know. I don't even know if that's still his phone number. Try and call it. Let's see. I didn't even call it myself. But what really surprised me about this tape is that, or you know, it's his debut commercial mixtape, is that it was produced by Boy Wonder, executive produced by Boy Wonder, who's the in-house producer for OVO, and he's like Drake's main producer. So I had no, I would have listened to it earlier if I knew that Boy Wonder was on there, because Boy Wonder is like one of my favorite producers. And stay tuned for our top 5 producer video, because that's coming soon.
This guy's a producer writer. If he knows it's a Metro Boomin or Boy Wonder, keep on it.
I'm on it, yeah, of course. But you know, for being a Boy Wonder produced thing, it wasn't as nice as I expected it to be. But there were some bangers on here that like worth the listen. You know, it's a long thing. He leaves a voicemail at the end of every track, so it's like interesting. Kind of tells a story. It's worth the listen. It's not as good as I expected, but it's definitely worth the listen, given the attention that he's getting with the "I'm Not Racist" song.
Yeah. So if you're more interested in, my personal feelings aside, if you're interested in Joyner Lucas, that would be definitely a good tape to start off after watching "I'm Not Racist." If you're interested in seeing it. But I'm gonna have to definitely give out CyHi The Prynce, No Dope on Sundays. If I brought up King Los, he even made a reference to CyHi The Prynce in one of his lines where he said he's doing dope. It's like, sorry CyHi, like, you know, he has said some shit like that. So like, I'm definitely gonna say that's one of those tapes that was definitely slept on. And you know, he had Travis Scott, Pusha T,
rare Kanye feature,
a Kanye feature. You know what I'm saying? Like, and we all know if you watch like Sway in the Morning, you know, we all know like CyHi, he can freestyle. Like that boy can
got bars.
He can rap his ass off. So you know, he came out with the album. Go check that out. And you know, being from Atlanta, you can get that good sound where you have CyHi or like, you know, Danny Glover. Or not Danny Glover, Childish Gambino.
Donald Glover.
Donald Glover.
Lethal Weapon. I would have mentioned Freddy vs. Jason, or it's not called Freddy vs. Jason, but Friday on Elm Street. So they did something else with the names there.
Fab.
That's the Fab Angelicas Collapse project. That was, I think, a long time coming now. I feel like they were always talking about it for like years now. But I don't really think it was slept on, but it wasn't as good as I hoped it to be. I really like the intro. The intro, that's just going to be in my rotation for life.
Yeah, if this was like Fab and Kiss from like 5 years ago, like this shit would be probably crazy. But like,
it was still hype when that dropped though.
Even like, wow. I'm saying 5, like, you know, that's not when there's but like 5 years ago.
Even
that
10 years ago.
10 years ago would have been crazy. But I'm saying at least 5 years ago, you know, they probably could have had a little wave. But you know, the replay value for me is okay. Like, I might bump a song or two every now and then, but like, it was a cool tape. Like, it's just off the fact that it was Fab and Kiss, which are easily like, you know, top 5 dead or alive to some niggas.
To some people.
As Kiss says himself, top 5 dead or alive. Yeah, exactly.
Can I talk about the Sire album? Can I talk about Jaden Smith for a second?
Oh,
I feel like that album was extremely slept on. Like, just looking at, because it came out late November, and the first week sales only put it on like number 23 on Billboard 200.
You know what it is?
So it didn't sell that well. But what disappointed me a lot was the fact that there was a variety of styles within that album, and you could see, just coming from Jaden Smith, like looking at his age, his generation, and like what influences him. For example, like the song "Watch Me" kind of reminded me of Black Skinhead, just because it's just like the drums, the flow, the guitars that are used in that song. Or like the song, or Batman, just like the flow.
Batman, Joker's got me on acid.
It's basically like a Jumpman, basically, when you think about it, the Drake Future hit. And then also, like, there was like some other songs, like there was some long songs, like the song 90, like the song 90
90 is my shit.
Like that song is fire.
90 is A1.
Yeah, and it's like even though it's a 7-minute song, but like it's like a certain trajectory for like first like it's rapping and then it slows down and then it speeds up again. So like I felt like it just gave me a lot of different feelings, a lot of good vibes just listening to that entire tape. And I feel like it should have got a little bit more recognition.
You know what it was to me? You know what I think it is? I think part of like when you're like the son of a star, like, or like whether it's music, like someone like Will Smith, like people don't want to take you as seriously, unfortunately, like because they're like, oh, like what do you know about music? Like I don't know. It seems like maybe even rapping, just especially rapping, it's hard for someone who is like the son of a well-known rapper to actually get more credit, or like they're always going to be compared to your parent, even though I mean Will Smith, he won a Grammy.
He's known for an actor now.
Yeah, he's known for acting, you know, and Jaden Smith also does like a lot of different, he's trying to be like a renaissance man, like acting, rapping, so maybe that's another reason why they don't take him as seriously, but you know, I definitely agree. CyHi was definitely like, you know, overall like
Slept on as well.
beautifully produced, you know.
Lido,
Yeah.
shout out Lido. Lido he's a producer. He did a Kanye West remix on Life of Pablo, which is flames. Like, you can't use that website where you can download it. Well, unfortunately, he took it down, but you can still find it on SoundCloud or whatever. That's fire. And he did a lot of production on this album.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you know, and he got Rocky on it. So I mean, you know, it's clearly like he's not bad. He's not a bad guy. Like all of these, it's experimental, very different.
Yeah.
But like overall, like it was a cool tape, a real cool tape.
And finally, I want to take it to England or London. I shouldn't say all of England. Skepta, he released an EP called Vicious, and he had a lot of nice songs on there. He had the song with Section Boys. But what you heard, my crew is the West. Like that goes hard to me. Like you hear that in the club, turn that up. That's gonna bump. He had a song with A$AP Rocky and A$AP Nas, Ghost Ride. He put Lil B on there, like just putting a Lil B feature. You don't really see a Lil B feature that much.
No,
But you know,
He's a troll. That's why.
I mean, he's funny though. Like he
he's funny.
brings stuff to the game. He curse besides when he's not cursing people and lifting curses. Shout out James Harden.
Praise be.
So that was a nice EP or a little thing that he did. He released the Konnichiwa tape in 2016, I think. So it was nice to hear some Skepta in 2017 as well. And also, finally, Stormzy. Stormzy was another England artist. He released an album called Gang Signs and Prayer. And this was just a nice album all the way. Like, the production is like that quirky grime vibe that was quirky to me because I'm from America, obviously. So it's like different to me. But it's overall a nice album. Like, the critics loved it in addition to me. It's not like just something that I liked under the radar. But it was, for America, people didn't really listen to it like that. People haven't been listening to it. So Stormzy, Gang Signs and Prayer. That pretty much wraps it up. Our Slept On.
Yeah.
All right, so let us know what you think. What were some of your Slept On projects? Do you agree with us?
Yeah, comment if we didn't mention a project that you want to say that should have been on this list. You know, we are just like, this is just some info to give to you guys. If you have you tired of listening to some you want to listen to some
Same
new
old
music.
shit.
Yeah, you trying to listen to something different. I would say Sire. You know, if you like the trap, Lil Baby for sure. Like, you know, but you know, this is just some information for y'all. Like,
in other words, you're welcome. We put you on.
yeah, you're welcome. Exactly. Comment. You know, thank you. You can thank me later, like Drake said. No, I want it now. Honestly, you can
thank me now.
Thank me now. Yeah.
Last track, thank me later.
Facts.
Happy New Year.
Oh yeah, and Happy New Year. Have a good holiday. We'll see you in 2018.